Have you ever wondered who the Templars were and why they remain one of history's most fascinating yet enigmatic groups? Well, let's delve into their world. The Templars, also known as the Order of the Poor Knights of Christ and of the Temple of Solomon, were a unique blend of religious devotion and martial prowess. Their story begins in the early 12th century, during a tumultuous period known as the Crusades. With Europe's Christians embarking on a series of military campaigns to reclaim the Holy Land from the Muslims, the Templars emerged as a beacon of hope and protection. Their primary mission? To safeguard Christian pilgrims journeying to Jerusalem. This was no small task, but the Templars were not ordinary men. They were knights who had taken solemn vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. Living under stringent rules, the Templars adhered to a strict code of conduct, which governed not only their battlefield actions, but also their daily lives. These were men who had willingly relinquished worldly pleasures for a higher purpose. They weren't just knights, they were warrior monks, embodying a unique blend of martial and spiritual discipline. Though they were called the Poor Knights of Christ, it's worth noting that poverty was more of a personal vow than a collective reality. Over the years, the Templars amassed significant wealth. They received donations of land and money, turning them into one of the wealthiest organizations of their time. But we'll delve more into their wealth and power in the next scene. For now, let's appreciate the Templars for what they were, a group of committed individuals who, despite their personal vow of poverty, worked tirelessly to protect those who sought to visit their faith's most holy sites. They emerged during one of history's most turbulent periods and managed to leave an indelible mark on it. The Templars went from humble beginnings to becoming a force that left an indelible mark on history. They were more than just knights. They were a testament to the power of faith, discipline, and dedication. Their story, however, is just beginning. Stay tuned as we unveil more about these fascinating warrior monks in the next scenes. From protecting pilgrims to amassing great wealth and influence, the Templars' rise to power was nothing short of remarkable. The Templars, initially a humble order sworn to poverty, chastity, and obedience, began to accumulate wealth at an impressive pace. Their mission to protect Christian pilgrims and the Holy Land meant they were often gifted land and money by grateful benefactors. Before long, their influence spanned across Europe, reaching from the British Isles to the Mediterranean. Not content with merely accumulating wealth, the Templars began to build. They erected a network of castles and fortifications, a tangible symbol of their growing power. These structures stood as steadfast guardians in the landscape, a physical reminder of the order's commitment to their cause. Their fortifications were not just military strongholds, but also centers of administration and economic activity, further cementing the Templars' influence in the regions they occupied. But the Templars were more than just wealthy landlords. They were also a formidable military force. Their members, handpicked from the best knights, were highly trained and disciplined, true exemplars of the chivalric code. Their white tunics adorned with a distinct red cross became a symbol of their order, a beacon on the battlefield. The sight of this emblem struck fear into the hearts of their enemies and brought hope to their allies. As the Templars grew in wealth and power, they also grew in prestige. They were seen as the epitome of knightly virtue, their deeds romanticized in songs and stories. Their name became synonymous with bravery, honor, and piety, and they enjoyed the respect and admiration of both their peers and the common people. Yet, as their power grew, so did the suspicions and envy of those around them. The very wealth and influence that had brought them respect began to breed resentment. The Templars, once revered, were now viewed with a wary eye by both the church and secular rulers. Their wealth and influence, however, would soon become a double-edged sword. The very power and wealth that brought the Templars their status also became their downfall. In the early 14th century, the order's influence had grown so vast that it began to spark suspicion and resentment. Among those who cast a wary eye on the Templars was none other than the King of France, Philip IV. King Philip, burdened by debt and seeking to consolidate his power, saw in the Templars an opportunity. He crafted a narrative of scandal and sin around the order, accusing them of heresy, corruption, and even blasphemy. The charges were shocking: secret rituals, worshipping false idols, and betraying the very faith they had sworn to uphold. On Friday, the 13th of October, 1307, a date that would go down in infamy, King Philip made his move. He ordered a mass arrest of the Templars across France. Knights were captured, their properties seized, and their vast network of power suddenly dismantled. The Templars, once revered as the epitome of Christian chivalry, were now prisoners, their white tunics stained with the accusations of their king. The trials that followed were nothing short of a spectacle. Under brutal torture, many Templars were coerced into confessing to the charges laid against them. These confessions, extracted under duress, were used as damning evidence of the order's corruption. The Templars were condemned, their reputations tarnished. Some knights met their end at the stake, their lives extinguished as swiftly as their order's dominance. Yet not all Templars met such a grim fate. Some managed to escape the dragnet, fleeing to different corners of the world, their stories becoming the stuff of legend and speculation. But the majority of the order was not so fortunate. The Templars' downfall was as sudden as their rise, a stark reminder of the transient nature of power and the peril of unchecked ambition. The Templars' downfall was as sudden as their rise. Once the guardians of Christian pilgrims, they became victims of political machinations, their fall from grace a dramatic chapter in the annals of history. The final blow to the Templars came not from a battlefield, but from the highest authority in the Christian world. In the early 14th century, the Templars found themselves at odds with the very church they had sworn to protect. Their vast wealth and power had bred suspicion, and whispers of corruption and heresy began to circulate. In 1307, King Philip IV of France took drastic action against the order, accusing them of heresy, corruption, and a host of other charges. The Templars were rounded up, arrested, and subjected to brutal interrogations. Under extreme duress, some were coerced into making confessions that would seal their fate. The once revered and respected Templars were now seen as a threat to the Christian world, their name tarnished with scandal and suspicion. However, the final nail in the coffin for the Templars was the intervention of Pope Clement V. Initially hesitant to act against the order, he eventually succumbed to pressure from King Philip. In 1312, the Pope issued a papal decree officially dissolving the Order of the Templars. This was a devastating blow. The Templars, once the most powerful military order in Christendom, were no more. Their properties were seized, their members either executed or forced into exile. The suppression of the Templars was swift and brutal. It marked a dramatic end to an order that had been at the forefront of the Christian military effort in the Holy Land for nearly 2 centuries. The Templars' downfall was a stark reminder of the volatile mix of power, religion, and politics in the Middle Ages. Yet, despite their suppression, the Templars did not fade into obscurity. The dramatic end of the order, coupled with the rumors of hidden treasures and secret knowledge, has kept the Templars alive in the popular imagination. Their story is a captivating blend of history, myth, and legend, a tale of knights, kings, and popes, of power and intrigue, of faith and betrayal. And so, one of the most enigmatic chapters in medieval history came to a close. But the tale of the Templars, their rise to power, their dramatic downfall, and the enduring mysteries that surround them continue to captivate us to this day. The Templars may be long gone, but their legend persists to this day. Their story is one of intrigue, power, and mystery, a tale that has captivated the imaginations of historians, writers, and filmmakers alike. The Templars were more than just a military order. They were keepers of secrets, guardians of sacred relics, and holders of immense wealth. It is this aspect of their history that has given rise to countless theories and speculations. Some believe that the Templars were the custodians of the Holy Grail, the chalice used by Christ at the Last Supper. Others suggest that they may have discovered the Ark of the Covenant or even hidden treasures, secrets they allegedly took to their graves. These theories, while unproven, have provided fertile ground for storytellers. The Templars have become a staple of literature and film, often depicted as noble knights embroiled in a world of ancient secrets and conspiracies. From the pages of Dan Brown's The Da Vinci Code to the silver screen of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the Templars' enigmatic legacy continues to inspire and fascinate. But the Templars' influence extends beyond pop culture. As an institution, they pioneered the concept of banking, offering loans and safekeeping for pilgrims. Their network of fortifications across Europe stands as a testament to their architectural prowess, and their rigorous training and disciplined lifestyle set a standard for knightly conduct. However, it is perhaps their dramatic downfall that has most captured the public's imagination. The betrayal, the persecution, the coerced confessions, all these elements contribute to the enduring fascination with the Templars. Their story serves as a cautionary tale of how power and wealth can breed suspicion and downfall. In the end, the Templars remain a symbol of mystery and intrigue. Their legacy, while shrouded in speculation and myth, continues to captivate us. As we delve into their history, we are reminded of the complexities and contradictions of the human experience. The Templars, in their rise and fall, continue to captivate us with their mystique and legacy,